Hello and welcome to Sobrix. I'm Adam and this is Sobrix. This is my channel for reviewing LEGO sets and building them and other LEGO related stuff. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the new LEGO Ninjago Dragons Rising Elemental Dragon vs. the Empress Mech set. This is set number 71796. It has 1,038 pieces, and I paid $130 for this set. Now, I've heard and seen some people say that this set is very, very good, but maybe shouldn't be at $130. I've heard that the dragon is particularly good. I don't have a ton of experience with Ninjago Dragons. I have a lot more experience with Ninjago Mechs, but I recently did a set from, I think either Ninjago Core or a different Ninjago set that featured the snake antagonists, and it had a helicopter build for those characters. And one of the things I liked about that set was that it had a full-on build for an antagonist here, and this set is no different. So I'm very excited to take a look at this to see how this mech compares to some of the other like full-size Titan mech type builds, and as kind of my first really entry into a full-size Ninjago Dragon, I'm also pretty excited to see this because I've heard some very good things about this. There's also some great minifigs, including at least one I don't have because I believe they are only in this set. So anyway, in this video, I'm going to open this up. I'm going to put all of this together, and then I'm going to share my thoughts on it. So while I build, I will speed the video up, and then I'll slow it back down to review this set. And just a heads up, I do have a band-aid on my finger. I got a blister from pulling apart Technic, which was quite a surprise. But that's, LEGO can be a contact sport, or whatever. So anyway, that's that, and I'm going to get right into this, so enjoy. Okay, so while we are looking at this LEGO Ninjago Dragons Rising Elemental Dragon vs. the Empress Mech set and the build for this set, I wanted to take a moment to say thank you everybody for watching and commenting and liking and subscribing and all of that stuff. I really appreciate it. And then I wanted to take another moment to encourage and to remind people that if you do like this video, please consider clicking on that thumbs up and giving it a like. And if you like the other videos on my channel, please consider clicking on that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all the LEGO videos I'll be doing here in the future. For a small channel like mine, all of the engagement, whether it's comments or likes or subscriptions or just watching or sharing it or any of that stuff, really helps my channel. It helps me get in the good graces of the YouTube algorithm. It helps my channel get recommended to other people that watch other LEGO channels, perhaps. So if you're someone who watches my channel and you also watch another much bigger and better and more established LEGO channel, eventually, if if I have that engagement, it might start recommending my videos to other people that have similar viewing habits as you, which is helpful for me to reach new audiences and helpful for me to continually get more and more support. So I really appreciate all that. So thank you everybody for liking and commenting and subscribing and all of that wonderful stuff. It really means a lot to me, and it makes me feel like this is worthwhile because I love being able to share my passion for LEGO, this toy, this hobby, with as many people as I can. And at the very least, if nobody watched and nobody commented and nobody liked, I'd probably still be here, or I'll definitely still be here building LEGO sets and talking about them. So that's okay, but it is helpful, so I really appreciate it. And I also wanted to say I've been trying out some new stuff with a new camera and some different camera setups. In this video, we're going to switch kind of viewing angles at a certain point. So if you know noticed that kind of stuff, and if you have any feedback about it, please leave it in the comments below. I welcome all, criticism and constructive feedback and all of that good stuff, because I do want to continue to improve, and I want to be able to deliver the best LEGO reviews in the best way that I can. So if you have thoughts or feelings about the new camera or the new setups, please don't hesitate to leave a comment, and that all also really helps me. So thank you very much, and now we will go back to the rest of the build for this LEGO Ninjago Dragon Rising Elemental Dragon vs. the Empress Mech set, and then on to my review for this set. Okay, so there we have the LEGO Ninjago Dragons Rising, the Elemental Dragon versus the Empress Mech. This set is awesome. As I mentioned, I'm kind of new to Ninjago Dragons. I don't think I've ever built any on this scale, any of the big ones, either like the Ultra Dragons or the this or the that. I have more experience with like Titan Mech, bigger size Ninjago builds here, but I really enjoyed putting this together, and I think it looks awesome. But this model is absolutely massive, and so my current camera setup is not going to be able to show everything I want to show, so I will be changing up how I do that a little bit. But I thought, just while I'm here, this is where I built it, we could kind of get a glimpse of sort of what's all included in this set. So first couple things we can look at are the minifigures here, and let me see if we can get kind of a closer look. These minifigures are, well, all of them except the Empress Beatrix are available in other sets, so I don't want to go too deeply into them, but they are great. We do get a baby Ryu molded dragon here, which is lovely. I got this in a couple different sets, including the Destiny's Bounty, the new Race Against Time one. We have Jay here, which is great. We have Zane, and we have the new character, which is Sora. Sora is one of my favorite minifigures, and definitely my favorite of the Ninjago characters. They are a great new addition to the lineup, and I love the gold arm with the arm printing. I love their color scheme and their dual molded headpiece or headwear there, so they're really great. But all these Ninjago characters are great. They all have alternate faces where they either have their mask kind of eye paint type face, which I'll show here, like this, but they have an alternate face as well without that, and that's true for Sora as well. I don't know about Zane, but we can see Zane's alternate face here as well. And they all have the new style of scarf and back accessory there. That's one piece, which is not my favorite, but it's okay. And then we get 3 antagonists here. So we have Lord Ross, which is a good molded head, but they could have done more printing, I think. Excellent printing for the torso, legs, midsection, the back. Great minifigure. The head just could have a little more detail that pops and has a nice brick built kind of hammer there. This is an Imperium guard. Again, really incredible printing. I love their color scheme. The face has a good print with kind of an evil eye looking thing there. A lot of gold here and another brick built kind of accessory there. And then the only minifigure in this set that is not in any other sets that I've encountered, because all these other ones here have all been in other sets that I've gotten, is Empress Beatrix. So I don't know if they are specifically like the big bad, or if Lord Raz is one of the big bads, or if Raptin is the big bad. But either way, this is the Empress Beatrix, who goes with the Empress Mech. So they do wield the new kind of dual molded sword that is very good, which I just dropped. And Empress Beatrix has awesome printing, kind of like some robe kind of looking stuff here, but great printing on the torso, midsection, and the legs, including on the feet. Excellent printing on the back. I will take off the pauldrons here so we can see, and I'll also take off the hairpiece for now. So we have Beatrix's face has some extra side printing detail here, and on her alternate face that is true as well. And here's the back. Beatrix's hair here is kind of interesting because it's kind of going over to the side, but it doesn't quite cover up the alternate face, which is not something you usually see with Lego. A lot of times if they have a hat or a hairpiece that doesn't come low enough on the back, they won't do an alternate face, but for this figure they did. And this is the figure that is to be piloting the mech here portion of this set. So I'll pull back out a little bit and we can take another look at everything here before I change camera angles. I know that's not the best look at the minifigures, but if you want, you can refer to some of my other videos about other sets in this wave to get a better look at some of these minifigures, perhaps. I still have to figure out how I want to show minifigures going forward. But then, well, we build a glider for like Jay, or a ninja flyer at a certain point. That's the kind of the first thing you build, and I will show that a little later. Then the next thing you build is the Empress Mech here, which is not quite a like full-size mech like a Titan mech, but it's still pretty good, and pretty good size, I mean. And I think it's really well done, so that's very cool. It's just not like compared to like an Ultra Mech or a Titan Mech or something, this one's not as big. It's comparable to, I think, let me grab this one. So for one of the new Ninjago characters, Arin, I believe, in the Jay and Arin's mech combo thing, the Empress Mech is a bit bigger than this one, which is Arin's mech. So it's bigger than this. It's bigger than some of the like Marvel mechs, and so it's kind of in a middle range, I would say, for mech size. But that's totally cool. It does get a bit dwarfed by the Elemental Dragon here, but that's all right. And I really like the mech. It follows the same color scheme as the Imperium characters there, with kind of the orange, gold, black, and red, which is really great. Wields this big kind of energy sword looking thing with this nice molded piece here. It uses a piece from the Harry Potter glasses from that big Hedwig Hogwarts $300 set, and so that's a really nice use of the piece. I really like how this weapon is designed, or this accessory is designed here. It uses the kind of standard mech chest area there, which is then where Beatrix would be situated like that. The arms do have posability. We have up at the shoulder and we have an elbow. This one doesn't really have a wrist, but the fingers are articulatable. And then on the other arm, we have a different kind of pauldron and different kind of arm build, which is really interesting. Keeps it a little nice and different, but we do have a shoulder there. We have an elbow, and the wrist can go a little bit with the hand, and it can also rotate. I really like how the arms are done on this model. There's a lot of positions. You could almost try to like dual wield this accessory and get it up in a position to be able to swing it really aggressively, which is great. And I lost one of the fingers here. So that's really nice. We also have posability up at the hips there, and these kind of pauldrons cover up some of the joint work in there, which is nice. These are a sticker on the kind of thigh area, but that's okay. So we can splay it out. We can move those back and forward. We also have knees. They can't go forward very much, but that's pretty true to knees, but they can go backward almost to like a 90-degree angle here. And we also have the ankles, which allows these feet to get around. So this can actually get in like a lot of really great poses, and it can even get kind of in like a 3-point stance, which is something I'm always kind of looking for in mechs and in like construction figures. And I can't do it with very many of them, but with these, the way the feet are, the way the knees work and the hips work, and the way the arms work, frankly, allow that to happen, which is great. But there's a lot of action poses that this can get into, which I really appreciate. So that's really fun. If we look at the back, we do have this little cable kind of decoration here, and we also have this blade, which doesn't seem to really do anything. It might just be as for decoration. Same with some kind of gold gun pieces here, which are used just, I think, for aesthetic reasons there, which is nice. We can see up on this pauldron, we do have another sticker here, which is fine. So just the 3 stickers on the mech. I really liked this. I would love for LEGO to do more like Titan-sized mechs for antagonists, but I don't think they really ever do that with maybe like a small Ninjago character vehicle with like a really big villain mech or vehicle. I think that would be really cool, but I don't know if they do that often or at all. So this is nice to be able to get this in a set. And then the rest of it is this Elemental Dragon, which seems to be in kind of Jay's color scheme, kind of a lightning dragon here with the like dark blue, light blue, and kind of pale yellow or lightning yellow. And we'll take a better look at this in just a moment here. Okay, so here we have a slightly different view of the Elemental Dragon and the Empress Mech here, and I think you can get a better look at the scale of this model here. It is quite large, and it's very impressive. It can stand on its feet. It's very robust in that way. The tail can offer some extra little bit of stability if needed, which is wonderful. The tail has a ton of articulation, ball joint here, ball joint here, ball joint here, so it can move up and down, wag back and forth, and get into lots of different positions there. If we fold up the wings here so we can see the legs can splay out like this. They can rotate around as well. And we have a little bit of movement on the feet there because we have 2 ball joints there. Very sturdy, but also room for some articulation. If we look at the arms here, they use kind of the standard non-bendable mech arm piece, but it is attached with a ball joint so they can move up and down and kind of get in a swiping position like this, which is wonderful. And we can also articulate the figures here. If we look at the head, we have the dragon core there at the top, a sticker there. We have the nice dual molded head pieces here with excellent printing on the head. Dual molded jaw. The jaw can open up, the lower jaw, and the head can be articulated in all sorts of different ways because there are several ball joints there in the neck that allows for that. So that's all really terrific. The wings are on ball joints and can be positioned in lots of different ways. I quite like it when they're up kind of high like this, but I also really like it when they're like splayed out flat. It makes the footprint of this look all that much bigger there. And now while we're here, I will show how the kind of flyer is attached and detached. So there's a few elements on here that are not on the base dragon that are from taking apart the flyer. So first, I'll take off this little bit here. And I'll replace it with this bit, which doesn't usually go here. I just put it there for storage. This is the normal little saddle piece that allows for Jay or a Ninjago character to be seated on there. So I take this off. I take off these pieces, which have the stud shooters on them, and those get clipped onto the side like so. Actually, I believe they go this way. There we go. And then we also take off this piece and this piece here, which can go in like this and like this. So we have that. And then we also take off these pieces off of the top of the head there. Like that. And these go in the back. They slide in here like this. And there we have kind of that Ninjago flyer build. And then now we can see what the dragon looks like without all those extra accessories. It still looks fantastic. It still looks really, really great. It's still very big. It still has an awesome presence. But I like it a lot with all the extra accessories on there. It just adds a lot more like heft to it. I feel like it makes the wings in particular feel a lot more robust. But I love this dragon. I'm very, very pleased with it, very impressed with it. So that's really terrific. We can see some of the stickers while we're in this view here. We have a sticker down on the feet here, same on the other one, kind of on the ankle. We have a sticker up on the elbow and a sticker there as well. And that's the same on the other side. And then we have a sticker on top of the head right here. And that is all of these stickers that are on this dragon. But look at how the chest looks of this thing. It looks like there's scales and musculature and all different stuff. The color blocking is just incredible. So this is a really, really terrific set, and I'm very, very pleased with it. It's going to look great on display. I think it's great for play as well because there's so much posability and so much fun to be had. And so it's great, and it's great to interact with the Empress Mech as well. So very, very cool. I'm very, very pleased with it. And now we'll go back to the other view. Okay, and now that we've taken a look at the mech and the dragon in a slightly different view, we can come back to the table here, and we can see, as I mentioned, here are the studs for the stud shooters there, and here are all the extra pieces. Lots of good extra pieces in here, but I'm not going to go too in-depth into them, but we get some gold pieces, some translucent pieces, and then your 1x1s, your studs, your tiles. We do get an extra of this half circle, like rounded 1x2 tile, which is always nice to get extras of there. And that's everything in this set. So I really like this. This set has 1,038 pieces. 6 minifigures plus Baby Ryu. Does have one of the balls here, the molded dragon heads and the wings and everything there. So some specialized pieces for $130. I think 130 is maybe a little bit overpriced. I think many people were saying should be just maybe $100 set or something. If this was the $100 set, I think it would be actually like really great value, which, as I understand it, Ninjago used to be kind of the place for like extremely good value sets, and maybe they're not so much anymore. I think, obviously I bought this for retail for 130, and it feels like, there is a lot of Lego here, frankly. Like, this dragon is so well designed and so big, has a lot of pieces there. This feels like its own thing as well. And if we break it down, if maybe this is $15, $20 or $25 or whatever it is, and this is maybe $80 or $90, and then the minifigures and stuff, I think they're pretty close to being all right, but I'm going to err on the side of it being overpriced, because I think in general Lego's a little bit expensive right now, or a lot of bit expensive right now, and I would like for them to address that in a formal way. But this is a really terrific set. I had a blast building it, and it makes me really excited to get more into Ninjago Dragons, because there's some sets that I think I want to pick up before they retire, because I enjoy this a great deal. Now, I understand this might be one of the better Ninjago Dragons they've ever done, so I'm hoping it's not like a case where I did this one and now every other Ninjago Dragon won't be as good. I don't think that'll be the case. I hope not, but either way, I was really, really impressed by this, and just it's just the color blocking's incredible, the shaping's incredible, it's got good posability, and it's just a really, really well done dragon. So I'm a big fan of this. Like this set a lot. If you like this video, consider giving it a like, and if you like the other videos on my channel, consider subscribing to it so you can stay up to date on all the Lego videos I'll be doing here in the future, including more Lego Ninjago, Dragon Rising stuff, other stuff, expired stuff, new stuff, tons of other Ninjago, including I have not the new Ninjago City Markets, but I have the Ninjago City Gardens set that I'll be working on eventually in the near future. So subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos about that. I just am going to be covering a lot of other Legos of all different themes, all different shapes, sizes, price points, piece counts, tons of different stuff. So subscribe so you don't miss it. And if you want to support this channel, the best way to do that is over at the Sobricks Patreon, which is patreon.com/SOBRICKS. And over there, for as little as $2 a month or $5 or $10 or whatever amount, you can get access to all my videos early, get access to exclusive videos like a video I recently did about the modular bookshop. You can also get access to some like Q&A stuff I'm going to do over there, some live streams, some giveaways, and you can also get your name at the end of my videos in kind of a credits section for supporters. So every little bit helps, and I really, really appreciate it. And thank you, everybody. And that's all for this video. So until next time, thanks. Bye.